What is happening, guys, and welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are all doing well out there, and I really have been appreciating all of the love and support on the channel. We're almost at 600 subscribers, so I really appreciate you guys. So for today's video, we're actually on Rebirth Island playing Warzone 4K extreme settings with HDR. Now guys, I have been so impressed with this monitor lately. It has just been completely amazing. You know, we pretty much got this thing dialed in now, and it is just completely breathtaking with how good this monitor looks. I am so impressed with it. And guys, I've actually been having a lot of LAN parties over at my house lately, and I had a couple friends come in and they were like, dude, what is that monitor? It's like so bright and vibrant. And I'm like, oh, this is my new ASUS ROG Swift PG32UCDM. And they're like, why is that so much better looking than the OLED TV you have? And guys, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about the major differences between this monitor and my LG C3 OLED TV. Now, they brought their consoles over, and so that was actually the first time that I've actually seen the LG C3 with a console playing on Warzone. And guys, I'm gonna tell you guys, this monitor right here literally blows the C3 out of the water. And I was like, and don't get me wrong, the C3 looks good, but guys, 4K extreme settings on PC with HDR, guys, we are maxed out right now. Completely maxed out. DLSS is off. Look at how good this looks. Look at the clarity of this monitor. It is insane. And they were actually just blown away by it. They're like, dude, I've never even seen a picture that good in my life. And I'm like, dude, honestly, like with me playing 4K for the last like 5 years, this monitor just completely blows out of the water any other monitor and TV I've ever seen. Now, one of the big differences that you guys have to realize is we are on PC, where you can do like the extreme settings, you know, and you can play 240 hertz, where console is limited. But guys, how crystal clear this monitor looks. The contrast in the brightness with the colors on this monitor is really what blows out of the water the C3. It just really does. The C3 is not as vibrant as this. Now we've tweaked a few settings on this to get it where it's at. But my buddy came in and he's like, dude, this thing's like so bright. And I'm like, yeah, I've tweaked a couple settings, but it just completely like, it blows the C3 like out of the water. Now, the C3 still looks good. You know, it's an OLED. And, wow, I just let that guy kill me. That's hilarious. You know, it's still an OLED. It still looks good, but the brightness and the contrast on this monitor, it's just so much more clear, and it's so much brighter than, you know, the C3. It just really is. And, you know, my friends, they were blown away just as much as I was blown away. I was like, because that was the first time that I've actually seen the OLED, you know, with 4K on and HDR, like the, you know, all the settings maxed out. And yeah, this monitor just completely blew it out of the water. Like it wasn't even really that close. I mean, it looks good, but the colors on this monitor just pop out so well that it makes a pretty big difference. And it's actually funny because my friends, they don't even really care that much about like resolution. You know, they just play games to play games. But even they were like, holy crap, dude, this thing looks crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm very pleased with this monitor. I mean, I don't really know what else you would want out of a monitor. I mean, this thing basically checks the boxes for pretty much everything, you know. And you got to look at it this way. This is a $1,300 monitor. You know, it's 240 hertz, where console's limited to 120. And that just kind of depends on the game. Some games are capped at 60. So, you know, that, and I even let them feel the smoothness of 240 hertz, and they couldn't even believe it. They were like, what? They were like, this is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, dude, it's pretty impressive. It really is. If you're able to hit, you know, around 170, 180 FPS, you'll really notice, you know, that the smoothness difference. Wow, I just can't aim while I'm talking. I'm just getting wrecked right now. But anyways, guys, I just want to let you know that, you know, obviously we know PC is superior. It just is. You know, like I said on one of my other videos, I would not spend $1,300 even though this monitor looks absolutely amazing, better than any monitor or TV I've ever seen, you gotta look at the price point. You know, you're almost spending $1,400 on a monitor. Like, that's insane, and you're only able to utilize 120 hertz of the monitor. Like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it to me. It really isn't. But you know what? If you got the money laying around and you ultimately want the best image, hey, this thing's gonna blow your socks off. And you know what, guys? My main goal, you know, when talking about this monitor is I'm trying to be honest with everybody. You know, I don't just want to sit here and say, hey, the monitor is the greatest thing ever, when it's not. You know, I want to be honest with you guys and let you know that it is a very good monitor. You know, that's kind of my goal here, you know. And if it's not, I'm the first one to call it out. But man, the HDR on this is just absolutely killer. And I get it, some people weren't impressed with the HDR, but once they came out with the firmware, you know, to make it brighter, it's absolutely incredible. I mean, it really is just breathtaking on how the smoothness and the colors is just it's just completely on another level. It really is. So I just want to let you guys know I've been like super happy with this monitor. You know, we've owned it now for almost 2 months. Maybe it has been 2 months. Time flies. But I'm very happy with my purchase. Anyways, guys, make sure to drop a comment. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them below. I will try and answer them. We will see you guys in the next one. You have an awesome rest of your day. Peace.